It's Wednesday night, and B. Arthur is here.
Aww.
So nice of her to drop by.
Which I made mention of B. Arthur just yesterday, right? In our thread of conversation that we have with our gent friends. Because are we talking about this tonight? Are we going to say anything about this?
What's up?
Our former co-rock star on the show that lived
Perry?
at your house. Yes.
Yes. Sad news to start the show. Our family dog Perry, who's been on the show numerous times, passed away in her sleep on Sunday night. Monday morning. Yeah, we knew she was sick, so we all kind of stayed up with her, taking turns holding her. And then I think the kids finally went to bed at like 3:30.
Wow. And
then I got up around 7:30. Actually, Christian, I walked past her and I thought she was sleeping, but then I came in to do some work, and then Christian went out there and saw her and came back and said she was. I think she died. So I went out there and
yeah.
But what's cool is we ended up, the kids went to bury her in the backyard. So we have a little garden area with some rocks, and we went in there, and his friend George dug this big 3-foot hole.
Yeah.
Going down. I mean, it was really deep. And we had her wrapped up in a box. We put her in. So apparently you've got to be roughly 3 feet deep in the ground to make sure it's not like that's a big problem here, but wild animals aren't going to come in.
Right.
Although we had a deer in the backyard today, but she's deep enough that I think she's
right.
I think she is safe. Yeah. It's been really sad. It's just so different not having your dog around,
Yeah. And I mean, I in no way, I don't want to make light of anything. But I'm like, who's going to bark at me when I come over now?
Exactly.
Are you going to do that?
And we were talking. I was like, of all the dogs I've had, Perry was the biggest badass, even though she was only 5 pounds. She had no fear. She would try to run at a deer. The best was one time I was walking outside. I had her on a leash, and she had a harness on. And there was this huge dog, just a big dog came up. And the dog wasn't doing anything, but Perry decided she wanted to kill this dog. So she ran towards the dog, and I held the leash. So they were like this close. Perry's going, "Rah, rah, rah, rah." And the dog just like staring at her. I'm like, you're going to get killed. And she wouldn't leave her. So then I picked Perry up off the ground, and her legs are going like this, and she's still barking. Rah, rah, rah. It's like, oh my God. See, sometimes fear is a good thing.
Well, that's why sometimes people seem a little stronger than they may think that they are, because fear, when there's a lack of fear, you will win almost every time, unless that lack of fear pushes you to play a video game like I do often and just run in, and then you get killed.
Sometimes that lack of fear is a good thing, and sometimes it's a bad thing.
Sometimes it doesn't allow you to make good decisions. You realize you're going to be dead right now.
Yeah, Perry she had a real big streak there for probably about a year, man. She was on every episode.
Yeah.
Just briefly, Christian would bring her in and hold her there.
So on our thread yesterday, I threw out, hey, would it be possible that Perry was a reincarnation of B. Arthur? She was that badass. And then in a body of a Chihuahua.
I know, 5-pound Chihuahua to boot.
So
all right, we got Lance Jennings here. 1010, welcome.
Pete.
Papa Pete.
Ooh, Salvatore. Kid Goosey's here.
Who else? Who did I say?
An Obsidian.
Oh yeah. to Kid. Is it Kid Guzzy or Kid Goozy? I know that's the name of a car, the Goozy Guzzy part, but I don't really know.
I'm going to say Goozy.
Yeah, let us know, Chris, what it is. Obsidian Contraption. Been talking to you lately. Welcome.
Mm-hmm. Kurt's
yeah,
here.
What's sad to walk into, but we're gonna change it up now. We're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, it's and it.
Positive.
You know, it's.
But we had to say something because Perry was here so much on the show.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a great subject. Perry is a great subject, so it's sad, but at the same time, you don't want to not talk about them because they were a force to be reckoned with. And just ask the dog that was staring at him. What's your problem? I'm like doing nothing here.
This huge deer in our backyard that was just laying down, just taking a break. Perry was out there on her leash, like it's got a stake in the ground, and she was stretched as far as she could, just barking at the thing. Like the deer's head is bigger than you. What do you think you can possibly do?
I don't think the question is what could she do. It's what could they do. She's so tiny. Just try to get me. It's, I can run under you. I can run through. I can just do. You won't be able to get me.
Yeah, Lance, in the spring, since it's like in a little garden area, we're going to put like some kind of pet topiary or some kind of marker and then some flowers around. So we'll always know where Perry is.
Yeah. We went to a neat plant shop the other day. We went out on a date on Saturday, and the kids sent us to Flowers and Weeds, which is down, I think that's the name of it. And it's down in the city on Cherokee. So if you're looking for something kind of cool, that's a good place to start too. You might want to check that out. But yeah, that's like when my mom passed and I bought a willow tree because we had a willow tree when I grew up in our backyard, and she loved that tree. So when she passed, I bought a willow tree and planted it right out where it's a perfect spot where plenty of water comes in there. It all drains into that corner, and man, it's taken off. It's doing great.
It's pronounced Guzzi, like
Guzzi, like an Italian, like a Mario. It's an Italian. It's a Guzzi.
That's a Guzzi.
That's a long way to go for that.
All right, Chris. Now it's Kid Guzzi.
And Kurt, I wish I would have seen you at the gig. So I'm going to have another gig out there coming up. So I'll let you guys know. Let's see.
He's there. Why not show it?
Speaking of weird things, I was just telling Jeff that I was watching the beginning of the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp movie. They have a film out there on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon about it, and it's kind of interesting to watch. And it's up to about $6,000 now for one of the higher echelon things. The thing I found interesting about that was it doesn't even pay for your hotel. It gets you a discount at their sponsored hotel, but it does not get you your hotel room. I'm like, oof. So, yes.
Lance went to Universal Studios, Super Mario World. Man, he was posting all kind of pictures. They're awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Did he
that was on your birthday, wasn't it, Lance? Did you?
I think you're right.
How did you like Super Mario World? I'm really curious. And did they have any rides going to start off with?
And did you get to pop out of a pipe?
You just never know what you're going to see on GoGameGo. That's right.
That's
you
right.
Never do, Pete.
You never do. We like to keep you on your toes, but still engaged. And also, I watched a real tragic film today. If you like tragic films, it was a two-parter about a guy named Jimmy Savile, and he was British, and he was a DJ. He was the lead guy on Top of the Pops.
Was that the pedophile?
Yes.
Okay, I knew I recognized that name.
And oh my God, that is, oof, mama. I lost it. That second episode, I was crying because it was just.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, but you know, here's my thing about it though. It's just amazing what crap happens when people this is why I've been talking about the fame thing, because the fame thing ruins the world. Because then somebody's too big to say something. Shh. Don't say anything. Because we make millions of dollars off of this person. And if this gets ruined, we're all out. Especially if they're tied in with the government. And then the government's like, oh, no, we don't talk
the
about
guy
that.
from Rick and Morty. I think he does the voices. He just got the boot. They fired him.
Because?
I think he's going to trial for, I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was, like domestic abuse or something. It could be much worse. I don't know. I don't remember. But
are you talking about the guy? Is this the guy who wrote one of the Marvel films?
I have no idea.
Okay, because one of the guys who was a writer for Rick and Morty wrote. Did he write Wakanda Forever? Anyway, yeah.
But
no. He wrote the Thor movie.
This guy, I don't know if he does any writing. He was the voice of. I think both.
The voice.
And then he's also the voice of the gun of High on Life, this new game that came out, which is it's a really cool game. I have an Xbox, but like you got the gun. Well, the back of the gun is this. He's like alive. He's like a little face, and he's constantly talking throughout the whole thing. And
like the gun that squirts jelly.
Yeah, kind of. It was really good. Oh, Lance couldn't do the Mario Kart ride. Oh, it's a shame.
100-minute wait, dude. I waited when the Batman ride came out in Six Flags. They had it up in Gurnee before it was here. The year before it came to St. Louis, it was up there. And I think I waited an hour and a half to ride it. The line was all the way through the ride line and out the ride.
I don't miss those days at all. I mean, we went to Disney World. We went there like twice in 6 months. It was a really weird situation where we were able to go there pretty cheaply, and we had to fit it in that timeline twice. But we did, and it was fun. But on I don't know if it was Buzz Lightyear or what. It was a really cool ride where you're going around, you're shooting.
Yes, right. Yeah, it's like the Scooby-Doo ride they used to have here.
But it was like, I don't know, an hour and a half or something crazy to wait. It was just nuts. Like, I mean, it was really fun when we did it, but like, I don't want to wait like that. Mr. Roper versus B. Arthur.
Wow, that's a tough one right there.
Yeah, I guess it depends on which way you're going, but you're talking about a fight. I mean, it's B. Arthur all day.
Yeah, I mean, I could say that's apples and oranges, but
she'd pull that sweater up over Roper's head and it would be lights out.
Just think about what she'd do to Feely. Is that what the hell?
Hey,
Furley
here.
To Furley. Feely was the name of my teacher in driver's ed. Mr. Feely. What a name. That's
Peter, welcome to the show. Always good to have new people.
Yeah, it is. He reminds me of that old ass gamer. Yeah. That's what he looks like. PJ's here. Oh man.
I'll get you for that, Stanley.
Roper's going to hell. Oh, how about that? There's a video game for you. Roper Goes to Hell.
Can you imagine if you lived by him, like after the show, and he's in the grocery store and you walk past him, and was like, "There's Mr. Roper." How cool would that be?
I don't know. I don't know. That'd be, and especially if he gave you that look.
So today, a whole bunch of it was weird. It was like there was several announcements that just came out.
Yeah, I'm eager to know about a couple of these things here.
All right, so the first one with like the spaceship shooting through, on the far left, is Caverns of Mars, which is an old Atari 800 game.
Wow,
and it's on the Atari 50 collection.
Okay,
the original one, but this is the recharged version. It comes out March 9th. God, it's this game. Well, you know what? Instead of listen to me, let me just show it to you. The trailer.
Yeah, do it.
I got a few of these trailers. They're really short. So if you don't like it, don't worry about it. It'll be gone soon.
That was a very nice way to end that phrase, Jeff. That was very...
Don't you worry about it.
No.
I don't
If you don't like it, eat it. It's so much better the way you said it. That's so much nicer.
I guess I should turn this off. There we go. Let me go back. Here we go.
Mild fantasy violence. Sneaky bugs. Oh, now that.
You go down a cavern shooting stuff, and you get to the very bottom, and you power up or something. You have to go back up where you came and get out.
Holy crap, that looks great.
Look at this. Oh, my gosh.
I love the glow around the ship.
Oh, wow. They got local co-op.
As Ryan George would say, wow, 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 wow.
So in the original game, you had to pick up fuel as well as blast everything. So you don't want to.
Dude, that's going to take a few times.
Oh. There you go. He's charging up and he's going to shoot up. And you have to escape out of the cavern the same way you came in.
Oh, dude.
How cool is that?
That is very cool.
So that comes out March 9th, I believe.
Okay.
Let me let it run here. Yeah, March 9th.
I love that artwork, though. That's so cool.
So what's neat about this is they obviously they're following Yars Recharged and is it Gravatar Recharged? They're the last two. Mm-hmm. And those two recharged are different. Like all the beginning ones are a certain way, and those last two are much different. They the original recharge are kind of like bare bones type stuff with vector graphics, where these are I would call improved graphics, or at least they have a certain style about them.
Yeah,
way.
I look at it the same way as I look at like well, not exactly like the Moon Patrol, but like like that.
Yeah, Obsidian, that terrain destruction really changes the game because the original didn't have that.
Yeah, good
At least
point.
It didn't in the novice mode that I've played. Yes, caverns look awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome.
Oh wait, Mr. Floyd versus Mrs. Roper. I thought it was Mr. Roper. Oh, I would say because Mr. Roper, that's a no-brainer, but I don't know. I still wish they could have found a way to keep all three in the show. Once the Roper show went belly up.
Yeah, right. Have them move back.
Luke's name is Steve, but he likes Luke better. All right. You'll always be Luke to us, Steve.
Well, you know what's funny? There's Steve Lukather from Toto.
Luke's Awakening works better than Steve's Awakening, by the way. So
yeah,
good choice.
It do. Yeah.
Where's Pierce Brosnan rank on James Bond list?
Go ahead, Jeff. Where do you think he ranks on your list?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe third?
That's pretty much what I was going to say. It's third or fourth because, again, Lazenby really didn't get a chance to do it, and he was good.
Yeah, I would just count Connery, Moore, Brosnan.
See, you're doing it differently than I would. I'd go Connery, Craig.
No, I mean, those are the ones I would count. I would count them all except for Lazenby because he just was in one. So
I know, but he was so good.
Yeah,
I liked him better than Moore.
Let's see.
But part of the reason I don't, and don't get me wrong, Moore was in a lot of the ones that I grew up watching. So by the time I was watching those films, it was Moore, like more or less. But he, Spy Who Loved Me was the first one that I went to the theater to go and see, and it had the Carly Simon theme, one of the best themes, and So I so when it came to Moore, but Moore was the unfortunate one that got into so many of the cheesy ones with so much bad acting. It was just terrible. And it just never seemed like he was ever going to be in trouble. They put him in perilous situations, but I always knew he was going to get out.
Pete's got Dalton at 6, Brosnan
at 5,
Moore, Craig at 3, Connery at 2, and Lazenby at 1.
Whoa, Pete!
Pete, you must have loved him.
What? See,
Sean Connery in that one.
But thanks, Pete, for putting the thumb stamp on Lazenby, because I thought he did a great job. What's shaking, Casey? Here. What's hazy, Casey? How about that?
I will mention the Niven and Sellers.
And hello to your wife.
Oh, speaking of James Bond, here we go. The next game on that list.
You're right.
Yeah, what a crazy day for some announcements.
I know, right? I'm eager to get to this third one too, but GoldenEye, I'm really excited about that. We were big fans of that here at the house. We had lots of tough matches in that, me and the kids, and then with friends. We play that game a lot, and I have the version for the Wii with the golden controller. Now, is this just ported?
No,
they did widescreen.
We can tell. You can see it's not blurry.
Correct.
I mean, it's still got the polygon, all the angles and stuff,
which is great.
They kept, I guess, most of the original artwork pretty much. Made it widescreen.
I mean, the multiplayer on that game is awesome. I get my ass kicked all the time.
So the Switch version, I guess, has local multiplayer, but also has online multiplayer. Now the Xbox version that's coming out, also, I guess Friday. Yeah, this comes out Friday. If you have Nintendo Online and expansion pack,
which I do,
you get this, and yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play.
The Xbox version does not have online, which is crazy. Is that something that Nintendo insisted on, or I don't know why they didn't do online for? Yeah, Luke. Yeah, it kind of stinks if you only have Xbox. And is that going to be, Luke? You probably know better than me. Is that on Game Pass, or do you have to pay for GoldenEye on what do you call it? Xbox. Let's see.
Is more at 1, but totally for nostalgic reasons. For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, and A View to a Kill were and I am really sorry about that, Pete. Those were 3 of my least favorite films. The acting was horrid. It just was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you, me, and Pete are all about the same age. I mean, we all grew up watching Roger Moore. He was.
Yeah.
I only knew of Sean Connery back then when they show an older Bond film on TV.
Yeah, because I guess Octopussy's the one that came out at. No, Moonraker came out after.
I saw Moonraker in the theater.
Spy Who Loved Me. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I wonder if Pete's going to chime up about Moonraker. Because, I mean, if you saw it in the theater, I would have thought he'd have seen it in the theater because Jaws was back.
Yes.
But yeah, I remember we had, I think I've mentioned it before here on the show. Cineview was the name of the movie channel that we had when Spy Who Loved Me came out.
All right. Now, I had to redo the thumbnail and the description of the show last minute because I was watching the Xbox Developer Direct.
Okay.
And they showed this next game, which is called which is the third one here, Hi-Fi Rush.
Okay.
I never heard of it, so I don't know if it's been talked about in the past, and it just but it just came out today and it's on Game Pass. So thankfully, if you have Game Pass, you don't have to buy it.
I love the artwork. You know what I thought it was? I thought you were going to say that it was. I thought it was going to be like a new update to Nintendo Kid.
Let's see.
Did you ever watch that cartoon?
No, I did not. There you go. There's a better look at it.
Yeah, it just kind of reminds me of like an update.
I guess it does, doesn't it? So I played part of this game already, the opening part, and it's a lot of fun. It's a weird thing. It's an action game, but there's rhythm to it.
Oh,
but it's not like Guitar Hero where things are coming down. You just got to press the right button. You're attacking, and the better you attack to the rhythm, the more I guess powerful your attacks are.
Wow.
But you don't have to hit. You don't have to nail the rhythm. It's not going to kill you here.
So the rhythm ain't going to get you.
Check this out.
Whoa.
Yep, that's me. And you're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well, it's pretty standard. Check this out.
Check this out.
Music player in my chest. It's powering up my new robot arm.
So in the game, he opening scene, he shows up at this place, and
let's rock.
I guess they put him to sleep and give him a robot arm and put his
Mandalay Technologies isn't just coming from my
phone in
arm.
his chest. Bizarre.
They're after all of us.
But look at this action. The colors, everything, so cool.
Wow.
What in the hell am I looking at?
The name's Chai, not Defect.
Is this the guy?
His last name T.
We'll take down this company. One boss at a time. Just so you know, they're insane.
Good to know.
I'm here, baby.
You know what? It just hit me. That artwork reminds me of the guys who did Iron Man Armored Adventures. Somebody
has tons of style. I love the artwork, the colors.
Have you ever seen the Armored Adventures?
No.
You should check those out.
Did you just feel that? That beat?
Ah, that beat. I am a rhythm man. I should like it.
If you have an Xbox, I mean, it's on Game Pass. You can give it a shot.
Ready for more?
Oh, man.
It literally came out like what is it? 2 hours ago, I think.
Wow. And is that what that's the only format that it is?
It might be on PC as well, since it's on Xbox.
Okay, just Xbox and PC though. If it's on PC.
What have I missed here? Oh, well, we're way behind.
I see that artwork and I think, what the heck is a Samoflange? If you haven't seen or listened to the bloopers from Thundercats back in the day, check it out. That's what the hell's a Samoflange?
Never Say Never Again. That was the one where Connery came back from retirement.
Yeah, it was a remake.
And it wasn't an official, I don't think it was an official Bond movie, was it?
No.
Was he Bond in it? I can't even remember.
Yeah, it was a Bond. It was a remake of Thunderball.
Okay.
Is what it was. And
just briefly, you had Roger Moore and Sean Connery kind of going head to head, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, it was a different studio and yeah, it was. Didn't like it at the time, but watched it again, and when we show here a couple of years ago, I liked it much better than I did 16.
Look at that. GoGameGo, changing lives.
See?
Making a difference.
Changing lives. One Canadian at a time. Born Distracted. That's cool.
Born Distracted. Welcome.
I like the artwork. That's awesome.
Ape's here now.
Ape.
Born follows Luke wherever he goes.
That's good to have friends. or people who creep on you. One of the two, as long as they're friendly.
Yeah, Pete, how's Bucky doing?
Bucky the Snake.
Bucky's great, but he lost 5 subs immediately after posting that. All right. Note to self: don't do a snake video.
Uh-huh.
Pete had to pay the price for that one.
His sub came up for a surface.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Pete, that's what I thought Stuart was about to say. I thought he was going to say it looks like a jet grind radio.
Oh yeah, no.
Boy,
I
Pete,
did like how he was attacking with a flying V though. That was pretty bitchin'.
Now that's
almost
interesting,
like-
Pete. You said jet grind radio because that was the name that came out on Dreamcast, and then after that they changed it to Jet Set Radio. If I remember right, on the previews it was called Jet Set Radio on Dreamcast, but then they changed it last minute to a worse name. I don't know why, but now it's been Jet Set ever since. So
looks like it is a platinum game.
So I've only played GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 briefly, and it gave me a headache because I got that whole first-person shooter problem.
Yep.
But I'm gonna, since I don't have to pay for it, I'm gonna give it a shot, see how it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I have that problem as badly now, which is weird. You think everything always gets worse with age, but for some reason, I couldn't sit there for 2 hours playing it. It'd probably give me a headache. But
well, what was weird was when you mentioned how you felt after you played the original Mario Kart and how it threw you off. And so then I put it in and it threw me off. I was
the
like,
original one, on Super Nintendo, I rented it, played it. I had such a headache and I wanted to throw up. I don't even know if I played it for 5 minutes. I was like, what is going on? It's like, I've never had this happen with a video game before.
I had never had it happen, and it happened after I played it right after we talked about that. I mean, this has been about a year and a half ago when I think
a lot of it is the way it's pixelated and the way the pixels kind of move around.
Yeah, it shifts.
Where I think the reason why I don't have as big of a problem now with first-person shooters, I still don't really play them, but when I do briefly, I think the crispness of the art or the artwork is better for me because like PlayStation and Saturn games, certain games would make me a little dizzy because again you had these like these pixels that just kind of like floated around. It just really bothered me.
Yeah, that's like when you and I started playing Wave Race on the 64 and we fell in love with it. Still in love with it, and then I played Jet Moto, and everything on Jet Moto was like the same hue, and there was no depth for me. There was not enough depth in it for me to know where to turn. Everything just looked the same. I'm like, there's no difference here. So it's just a bunch of colors, and I don't even know where to go.
All right, so here's the fourth game.
And I do want to make mention, though, about From Russia with Love. That is one that I have that on Xbox, the original Xbox. So I love that game. That was a wonderful game.
Here's the fourth game, and I know not as many people are going to recognize this because it's Cosmic Smash. It's like almost like a racquetball type game. It was an arcade game and a Dreamcast game, but it's stuck in Japan. Now I do actually own it. I have the Japanese version for the Dreamcast. I played it. It's pretty cool. So it's kind of like Breakout also, because when you hit the wall, well, let me see if I can.
That doesn't sound good when you hit the wall.
When I hit the wall, let me see if I can make this bigger. All right, so I hate that I can't scroll in StreamYard. Okay, so you see there, you got the red blocks.
Yeah.
You got the blue pad on that red ball. So you're trying to hit all the blocks in that area. Okay. And when you do, then you go to the next one. So it's a very interesting game. But I just saw this today on Twitter. Let's see. Okay, so I see something forming. So the website is csmashvrs.com. and it shows you this little thing here. This GIF. Oh, there you go. So C Smash, Cosmic Smash. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet now, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. I think it's. Plus, when you hear the music, it's the same type of like synth music as Cosmic Smash. But it's so weird. So the question is, I think everyone's wondering, what does VRS mean? Is this going to be a VR game on Sony's? But because I think their new VR comes out. I think it says in here it comes out next month. But man, I hope this isn't locked behind PS5 VR, because you're talking like $1,000 to buy the system, buy both systems, and no one's gonna. How many people are gonna play that?
Yeah.
So if it goes there, that's fine. But I hope it makes its way to Switch as well, because that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But it's such a bizarre thing. I mean, this is what it wasn't like it was a smash hit. I don't think for.
And not a Cosmic Smash hit.
Yeah, it's not a Cosmic Smash hit for Sega. It was just a cool game they made that I don't think anyone expected ever to see again. So if it is Cosmic Smash, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Because you just don't.
Bring that window back up again.
Which one?
The one now. Scroll up on the right-hand side. Is that the story you were talking about with the Rick and Morty?
No, yeah, they cut ties with Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland.
Yeah. So there you go. I thought I'd.
Well, good luck with that. If you lose the co-creator and the voice of the characters, it worked so well for Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, it went just gangbusters for Ren and. Oh, good God, that was horrible.
Man, I'm looking at my internet connection. It's very low over here. I don't know what's going on.
Really?
Oh, every so often it does that. It drives me crazy.
Oh, Series X. Oh, you haven't played From Russia with Love? It's very good. There's all kinds of cool stuff to do in it too. There's just, in fact, looking at it the other day as I was rearranging all my games, I was like, that's one of those games I really want to get into. Then I was thinking about my 8-bit games. I really want to get into Bayou Billy, and I want to get into Bionic Commando. Because what I want to do is I want to beat Bionic Commando again, and then I want to play the PlayStation version. For the PS3, I think that was, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was like a 3D game, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I just, at a time when I hadn't gotten into it. With the way everything's been around here lately, with rearranging, I haven't even played my Switch much. I was playing Uncharted 4 because that's kind of what the movie is loosely based on that. So, yeah, Bionic Commando, you're talking about the PS version Obsidian? That's what I want to know. Because that's cool. I would love to.
I love the NES game, but it's so hard. I can't beat it.
Really? Bionic Commando?
Mm-mm.
It's tough for me right now. I got no skills. I can't even get past the first screen. I mean,
maybe I could have beaten it 30 years ago, but I don't think I'm beating it today. I played it. Where did I play it? Is it? It's not on the Nintendo Switch Online, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know where I played it at, but I was like, oh my God.
I want to like Bayou Billy, Eep says.
I had that way back
get
when. I might still have it around here somewhere.
Yeah, it's one of those cool Konami games, Okay, I say cool Konami games because they had some cool games. I mean, they had that. They had Jackal was another great one.
Konami in the NES days, man, they were top notch. They
were some of my all-time favorite games. Well, it wasn't Blades of Steel. That was Konami, right?
Yep.
Blades of Steel. Shing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the NES, yeah. Yeah, and you had to know, I don't know if Obsidian, if you've played it again, if you've played it recently, whenever the last time was you played it. but you had to get all those different communicators, and all the different communicators worked in different areas. So you had to, the different colors worked in the different colored area. So
right. I just threw a poll up there: best 8-bit hockey, ice hockey, or Blades of Steel.
ooh. Pick up an original Xbox and modern HDMI cable for it. Yeah.
I actually have a HDMI connector thing for the original Xbox, but I cannot find my Xbox. I don't know where it is.
Oh. Love the PS3 Bionic Commando. Which one?
Oops.
Which one?
Are you
talking about? The 2D remake or the full 3D one? Oh, probably just probably the 2D. I mean, I can go get it.
I don't know Bionic Commandos on Amiga. That's interesting.
I didn't either.
And I didn't know.
Hey, JW.
Oh,
Rocket Knight.
Yaffle Daffle. What was the genie's name?
Great.
I can't remember.
That is great with the logo on it.
The GoGameGo logo. That's beautiful. Oh. Man.
Lone Rangers is a multi-style Konami game. Oh wow, I didn't know they had that. You know what? You know what's in my cart right now? Because I ran across my articles again that I wrote for the Sun. Fester's Quest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about this game. JWD. It was
Rearmed.
I'm trying to think. Was it a remaster of the original, or was it a whole new game? But it was still 2D.
Yeah.
So there's the original, then there's this remade. There's newer 2D, and then there's the 3D one.
Let me see.
Babu. That's right.
Yeah. Here we go. This is what I've got.
Wasn't Joe Besser the voice of Babu?
Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, this is what I have.
Yep. That I think that's the last one they made, isn't it? Or
Is
maybe Rearmed. I think Rearmed came out after that, and that's in 2D.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool game. It's a lot of fun. And I think I even have the strategy guide for it, too.
Yes, Joe Besser was the voice of Babu.
That's crazy. What else did Besser do?
Well, he was a stooge.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I got you. Yes.
He was also on the TV show, the Abbott Costello TV show. He played like a 5-year-old boy.
Wow.
But he was probably a 50-year-old man at the time. He was dressed up in like a little kid outfit, and he always had this big, huge lollipop.
Yes. Did anybody ever play this?
No.
This is an ad that was inside. Dark Void.
Obsidian, yeah. Blaster Master Zero. Was there 3 Blaster Masters on the Switch now?
I have to look into that.
I think the original, and then a second one, and then Zero, I believe.
I'm excited now. I want to play.
Yes, Lance. I'm very good with my Joe Besser knowledge.
He's made you a Besser man.
Yes.
Made the game you have grin.
Joe Besser. Oh my gosh.
So did you used to watch the old Three Stooges cartoon?
No, not really.
When they had the live action in between?
No.
I did. Yeah. I'd watch it.
I don't even remember it, to be honest.
Yeah, I would watch it before school. Is my recollection. I'd watch it in the morning before I'd go to school.
Well, because they had another one. They had one called the Robonic Stooges. Not robotic, but Robonic Stooges.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Hey, let's make a Three Stooges cartoon. We'll make them robots this time.
Whatever works.
Does that...
Oh,
were they trying to avoid like physical stuff And they're like, well, if we make the Stooges robots, they can beat the hell out of each other. Who cares?
And they can say things like "screw you" because they have screws and bolts. You can kick them in the nuts.
Born I don't, but
Oh,
that's a good. I like that. I like that. You're thinking out of the aquarium. I like it.
That's thinking outside the aquarium. Not in the box. Outside. That would be a fine accoutrement.
Dark Void Zero is 3DS. Boy, that sounds so familiar.
Darkboard Zero. Huh.
I have my moments. Yep.
Played off as a lost NES game. Huh.
I think I have that because that sounds so familiar on 3DS.
Dark Void.
Dark Void Zero.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know, man. Now I want to look it up because it looks. The character that's on it looks very Rocketeerish, which I wish I would not have gotten rid of my Rocketeer game for the. Did I have that for the soup? No, not the Super. That was for the 64, I think. Was that for the 64? Dark Void. Let's see what they've got.
Yeah, this was a Dark Void Zero was a DSi Aware game.
Oh, here it is. Dark Void for the PS3. Holy smokes.
Nintendo Life gave the 3DS game a 9 out of 10. How about that?
Oh.
I'm almost positive I have that game. I forgot all about it.
Dark Void. They've got it for pretty cheap.
Cheap.
Cheap. For those of you who don't know, that is a local commercial. Kurt knows that one.
Is Dirt cheap? Is that just in the St. Louis area? That's not all around?
Not that I know of.
Yeah. Every commercial, there's someone dressed in a chicken, and he goes, cheap.
Fun. Good Lord.
I haven't seen that in a while. Are they still around?
Yeah, it's just that guy isn't.
Oh, remember? Yeah, the old guy.
Yeah.
Come get your booze. Cheap.
What was it called? The home of the persecuted smoker.
Yes.
The refuge. The last refuge of the persecuted smoker.
So Pete is wondering if there was a Rocketeer on the NES, or was that Super Nintendo?
I think there was one for the NES. I did have that.
Okay, he said he had both.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this on the show before.
We did because I was like, really? But I remembered the cover was green and it had the comic book like artwork. And this character in Dark Void is very Rocketeer.
Was there one where you were kind of racing like an oval? I'm trying to. I know Angry Video Game Nerd did a video on one of those.
Okay.
I can't remember which one.
All right. I might have to check out that Dark Void game. Huh.
God, it's so funny. Like when JWD mentioned Bionic Commando Rearmed, the new 3D game. I remember that because I was like, when it came out, I was all excited about it. I really liked my PlayStation 3. I know people give it a bad rap, and it had some problems. Like you had to update your system like every 4 or 5 weeks, and it took like 2 hours. And
I mean, the only thing on the Switch that really bugs me with that is Rocket League, how long it takes to update, which doesn't thrill me because once I plug in my Switch again, it's going to take a while.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Rocket League, man. They're almost every update on Switch is pretty quick, but not Rocket League.
Yeah, not Rocket League. No, it's like go get a hot dog, come back, go take a shower, go do some laundry, and then come back.
Yeah.
Come on back.
Pete's remembering that episode too.
Yeah,
we've gotten to the point where we're just redoing old material. And next week, let's talk about Rocketeer on NES and Super Nintendo and see if we can remember if it was really on NES. That's exactly what we talked about last time. Was it on the NES?
Yeah. Well, but no, this time I remembered it was because I can see the box. Now, last time Last time I was lost when we were talking about it before. I'm like, what? No way, because I love The Rocketeer. Have you ever read that comic?
No.
Dave Stevens passed way, way, way too young. But his artwork, wow. I mean, you want to talk about an artist. There are artists that speak to me when I look at their work, and he was one of them. Another one is, and I've met him twice.
See you, Luke. Thanks for stopping by.
See ya. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Another one was Michael Golden, which oddly enough on my wall over here, you can see the Micronauts. It's big, we've talked about Micronauts before. Oddly enough, he had these prints and he did the artwork inside the comic and was one of the creators for it. But that cover is actually a Dave Cockrum cover, but he autographed it nonetheless. He had the proof done. But this is a Michael Golden. This is the death of Baron Karza. So I bought the print of the first issue and then the death of Baron Karza, and he signed those for me. And I met him a couple times. Really super cool dude.
Look at this. Salvatore says he doesn't have to wait for updates. Xbox does it automatically in the background.
See, I think that's freaking brilliant. I love that.
I should just play it on the Xbox because it's cross-platform.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes more sense.
And then zippity doo dah, you never have to worry about that. Yeah. I love
Rocket Ranger. I don't know.
I remember Rocket Ranger. I remember that. That was out when you and I were going to CES.
Huh.
Is when that was coming out.
I haven't seen StashNet since
Hi.
Splatoon 3 had a Splatfest. Was it 3 weeks ago or maybe longer? I don't know. But her and I were on at the same time. We ended up playing several games on the same team. It was awesome.
Awesome. Just like you wanted to.
Yeah, so it all worked out.
I love when
that figure it out, but
I love when that happens.
But that was cool.
Wait, hey, what's this? Hey, Stash, did you hear about Nickelback going on tour soon? StashNet, are you a Nickelback fan? Please forgive me if I've forgotten that.
Look at this poll. It's been almost 50% the entire time. Every time it goes up to one, the other game comes back. 16 votes, which is a pretty decent amount, and it's still at 50-50.
Salvatore says, yes, we should play Rocket League on Xbox. We need to do that. We need to get together.
Download that on I don't think I have it downloaded on Xbox. I'll do that.
I like Rocket Ranger. I love those interesting multi-style games on NES. Like, when you say multi-style, what do you mean by that?
I don't know. I don't know what Rocket Ranger is. Is it like several genres in one, like a platformer that kind of has a racing section?
I got you. Maybe that's what it is. Updated my Xbox One yesterday. First time it had been on in months. Well, that's the way I feel about my Switch right now because it's been about a month. And I was just thinking about Animal Crossing today too. I was like, I should get back on Animal Crossing. I haven't done that.
I didn't know you had an Xbox One.
I
would say out of all my systems throughout the years from the beginning to now, Xbox One is my least favorite.
I was thinking he had multiples of that. Is that the one?
I absolutely despise Xbox One. It just, first of all, there weren't hardly any games for it that I liked anyway, and the dashboard was just so crazy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at some point, I was like, I can't even find the game. Where is the game that I put into the system? There's so much crap on that dashboard.
So Bourne likes to joke with Stash about Nickelback. Blaze of Steel all the way, man. Look at that.
Blaze of Steel is to ice hockey as Star Trek is to Star Wars. Wait a minute.
That's really good.
Well, you got that flipped. Because he's saying that ice hockey is more like Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
I like Star Trek better than Star Wars. I'd flip it.
No, wait. Star Trek the motion picture? He's talking about Star Trek the motion picture.
I'm trying to think if I've seen, that's the first one, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's like real kind of heady and boring.
I don't know. I might still take it.
Oh, snap.
Not a big Star Wars fan.
Oh my
Oh, it's the
God.
Bongo.
Hey,
Hey, Bongo.
what's up, Bongo?
You've been here a few times.
Bongo doing okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
The cats were probably wondering where Perry is.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
They didn't get along, so Perry would always chase them, but I think she wanted to play with them. That's what it sounded. That's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, that's what Daphne likes to
And
do.
they assumed that she was trying to eat them.
Bourne says actually rejoined the Switch family today.
Oh, nice.
Was that the Switch family Robinson? Just asking. Seemed to go. Seemed to happen. Oh man. Ooh, lots of haze. So the Game Pass Ultimate isn't a great savings. I pay through the nose for my son's DLC and a la carte stuff for those games we will never own.
Oh, wait. So JDW, so you're saying the games you're playing on Game Pass, your son is buying DLC for? I never even thought about that. I wonder why they sell it. I don't know, that seems weird because they can take the games away anytime they want.
Blades of Glory, I think, is the name of the Will Ferrell movie, right?
Yeah, with
the
Jenna
guy
Fisher.
who does, yeah. Pete, the original Xbox Panzer Dragoon Orta into your Xbox One. It's awesome and enhanced. Blades of Steel has a bit of a shooter level. Yep, that's a win right there. Yeah, I love that.
I wish they'd put Blades of Steel on the Nintendo Switch Online.
Yep.
Because to be honest, I haven't played that anywhere near as much as ice hockey. I mean, I played a ton of ice hockey, and I remember playing Blades of Steel. I'm like, well, this isn't like ice hockey.
Well, let's get together. I got a copy.
And then I was done.
Do you have a copy?
I might.
Okay.
I think I did at some point.
Oh, I sent that thing out today, that link for Kubrick's out there in St. Charles. If you're ever interested in going out there, Jeff, because they are actually going to do a special thing on his birthday, on really? Kubrick's birthday, and I was like, wait, Kubrick did 2001.
Yep.
So,
I'm sorry, Dave.
What are you doing?
What was it? I watched Crystal or Star Crystal 1986 last night.
The Millennium Falcon has some cameos. Wow. Star Crystal.
Ooh, Bourne got the OLED version. Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best Switch. I'm still using my original Switch. I haven't. What is this? This is a second upgrade of the Switch or third? I can't remember, but still use my old one.
Blades of Glory. Yes.
I've been. Pete, I think you're referring to Panzer Dragoon Orta.
Mm-hmm.
Snatch has been attacking the Battle Series and Splatoon, and finally, hey, you got a locker. I think that was level 15, right?
Wow, nice. No clue how to use the 21 things they gave me after Splatterfest.
Oh, the seashells or whatever they are. You go to the guy, his name is Merch. He's to the right of the main lobby, and talk to him. You can do things with it. You can change some of your abilities.
Can you sell them
at him, and he kind of walks you through it.
Can you sell them at the seashore? Switch have Blades of Steel multiplayer online? No,
they don't even have Blades of Steel.
Period. They don't even have it. Why is there a 2001 Space Odyssey video game?
Why? Because it'd be like 60 hours long and about 2 minutes of action.
Probably because the computer looked at the developer and said, I can't do that.
Yes, 1010 Super Blood Hockey is a great game. That is a fun game.
Yes.
We've had the not the developer, but we had the publisher on
multiple times.
Premium edition games. They've been on 5 times now.
Yeah, they're in the 5-timer club.
Yeah, 5-timer club. And that was that was the game they published. It was so much fun.
Try the Michael Anthony Hall. It's surprisingly good. One of my all-time favorites.
I don't know if that's an insult to them or a compliment.
I know it's not.
Surprisingly good. What do you mean surprisingly? That'd be my. What are you talking about?
What? I thought it was just good, just straight ahead good.
Yeah,
He's like over the top though in some of the new things he's
Chuck's
done.
going to be on a panel on the Chronos show for an interview of the girl from the Never-Ending Story.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Tell her I said hello. Tell her Viking Stew says hello. And tell her I'd love to have her on the show.
Yes, Pete, that was a great scene.
Yeah, we just watched Never-Ending Story at school.
Cullen, my favorite. Well, welcome to the show, Cullen. First of all, my favorite Kubrick film, mine is 2001: Space Odyssey. What about you, Stuart?
Probably Clockwork.
That's Pete's favorite, I know. Probably Pete's favorite.
Yeah,
that's a good one, man. It's
yeah.
Hard to watch at times, but it's a good one.
I'd have to look at his filmography and to really know, because there were some that I just didn't get into. He did Full Metal Jacket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what my favorite Bond film is. There isn't one that like sticks out that I would say is my favorite.
Yeah, there's
my favorite Bond film song though is "Live and Let Die."
Oh yeah.
Although Saboteur, a 2001 video game, nothing happens. That's right.
There's a lot of staring.
Even I agree, and it's my favorite film.
It's a very quiet game.
Damn you, GoGameGo. Every time we have those guys on, Pete's losing money.
Oh, I know. Those games, man, they are great though. What they give you is worthwhile. It's just I'm hard pressed to the way I budget what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I'm the same way. I haven't bought one of their games in a while just because of that.
Yeah.
It just
because they don't sell you short at all. They give you a worthwhile bunch of products.
They're called Premium Edition, and they mean it. They
mean it.
They pack in the quality.
Yeah.
But of course, the quality comes at a cost, and
right. And
sometimes I just can't afford the cost.
I thoroughly understand that. Never-Ending Story is a great movie. What did you 1010? What'd you think of the second one? Oh yeah, The Shining. Okay, right. He did The Shining. Say Never-Ending Story songs was more lucrative for Lamal than Touche. Yeah, right. Lamal did from Kaja Gugu.
I just love the fact that JWD got a picture of Babu and our logo and stuck it on his shirt.
Now I want to start doing that. Now I want to start doing that with characters.
See, now that's going to end up on Amazon. Someone's going to be selling that Babu shirt.
That doesn't. We got to do it. Put it out there.
Pete, I like Eyes Wide Shut as well.
I've never seen that.
I like it because I think it's pretty much true.
Pete, are you serious? You're going for Your Eyes Only? Seriously?
Ooh, Eep's
that's
got
all the crap I'm going to give you about that.
Blu-ray Kubrick box set. That's cool.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the complete. Okay. Well, now I got to look it up. Now I have to know the filmography. I gots to know.
I just said that in a video. I gots to know. Best Kubrick. PJ likes Dr. Strangelove. I like that we're getting so many different answers. That's
I do
cool.
too. It's really, really interesting.
I mean, that guy put out so many great films. There's I don't know. He's just got a bunch at the very top. They're also good.
Yeah, I mean, there's Barry Lyndon. I haven't seen that. There's The Killing. There's Killer's Kiss, The Seafarers, Fear and Desire, Spartacus, Lolita. These are all ones that we haven't mentioned yet. And what is this one? Paths of Glory. So,
all right, here's a picture Pete sent. So he's got Super Blood Hockey, Phoenotopia. Is that the name? Yeah, Phoenotopia is this Super Nintendo looking box. and then Cathedral.
Yeah.
Poor Pete.
I mean, they are great games, great packages.
And he followed that up with, damn you, GoGameGo.
Has a misleading title. It was only 90 minutes. Scallywag, good to see you. That's very good. It's a never-ending story. We got 90 minutes. That's how never-ending this is. Oh, I forgot there was a third one. Must be the best since Jack Black is in it. Nostalgia. Yeah, I get it. I thoroughly get that, Pete. I get it. Shall say that, Stu. Yes, thank you. I really appreciate that. Well, okay, I will. When is this? When is that happening?
What's he talking about?
The panel. He's going to be on the panel. He said he will certainly tell her that.
Oh, I think Chuck let us know, but I think it's Friday night.
Is that Friday night? I mean, I will be there if that's the case. Drinking game for every time that stupid figure skater screams when she's smacked around. Oh, damn.
Yes, the moon landing was a very good Kubrick film.
See, I was in the midst of looking at his list, but I don't. It's
there's a rumor that Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing, that it was all fake, and that he was the one who filmed it.
There was a movie that came out.
Great story.
And I got it at the dollar store, and it had what's this? Rupert Grint is in it. And it's about them filming a moon landing. So his first film, I guess, was Fear and Desire in 1952.
Rafi is on its way. Was that from Premium Edition Games, Pete? Is that Raji? R-A-J-I? Or is it Rafi? I thought it was Raji. Scallywag's here. I always love Scallywag's picture here. Got so many cool things in one little picture. I don't know how he did it.
I know, it's pretty wild. Those kind of remind me of the box shelves I've made, and I love the lights behind them. I'm gonna have to think about doing that.
Wait, Scallywag, is that a Turbo Express? The far right? It's hard to see.
Right in the middle there, you mean?
No, it's far, right in the middle, right above the YouTube logo, far right. I'm looking at mine on the shelf up there. I'm looking at this one. It's hard to tell if it's the same or not.
Huh. Yeah, I took some wood pieces that I had and just kind of they all matched, and I just put them all together. Saudi Arabia buys WWE. Well, they cover up the wrestlers like they did when. And it's
so funny. They do. WWE does like a pay-per-view like once a year in Saudi Arabia, and all the women from here all the way down their ankles, they're covered with clothing because of the cultural differences. So
correct, right?
It's always interesting to see that, because I remember when I watched the first one, I was like, why are they wearing these outfits? And it hit me. I was like, oh, okay, that's where
oh, that's right. That's where they are.
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to watch Spartacus because it reminds me of one of my favorite music films. That Thing You Do, when he kept going, I am Spartacus.
Pete, I think we should be getting some kind of a kickback from Premium Edition Games whenever they're on.
Damn straight.
A Papa Pete kickback. All right, guys, we're going to get Pete to buy 3 games tonight. Give us 10%.
Yeah, I was looking it up on, I guess, Wikipedia, but he didn't do as many films as I thought. I mean, there was 52, 55, 56, 57, 60, 62, 64 was Strangelove, 68 was 2001, 71 was Clockwork, 75 Barry Lyndon, 80 was The Shining, 87 Full Metal Jacket, 99 was Eyes Wide Shut.
Wait a minute, did he do 2001 and Clockwork Orange back to back? 68 and 71.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Talk about 2 bangers, right?
I know, right? Boom, boom. You got it.
Jeez.
You got it.
By the way, Pete, there's a pay-per-view Saturday. for WWE. I'll be watching.
Lolita. How did they ever make a movie of
Fastback.
Lolita?
How's it going, Fastback?
Oh, Kirk Douglas was in Paths of Glory as well.
Pete said Premium Edition's been on 5 times on our show, and he has 5 Premium Edition games.
Coincidence?
He gets sucked in every time.
That's a big damn you. Oh, Capricorn 1. Who did that one? Who directed Capricorn 1? The one thing I always remember about Capricorn 1 is when he ate the snake. He was in that cave and he killed that snake and ate it.
Yeah, Royal Rumble. That's it, Pete. It should be good. That's always fun. Complete mayhem. 30 people in a ring at once.
Oh, really? He was in Pablo Cruz. Wow. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. I like Pablo Cruz. I love that.
Oh, it looks like Blades of Steel starting to pull away from ice hockey. It's 57-43. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Just like on Chuck's show, on the Intellivision show, if you've got your alt accounts, bring them out. Start voting.
Oh, really? The Robin Williams voice was directed by Kubrick.
Yeah, Pete, I agree. I like Saturday pay-per-views better than Sundays. Definitely better. Not a big fan of the Sunday one.
Did you watch any of the? Oh, geez, Savitor. What the hell?
What?
I was just gonna say something about the football playoffs, and he puts in Go Chiefs. I'm flipping out right now. It's like you're in my freaking head. I didn't even get to ask anything about it, and he says Go Chiefs. Weird. Wow. Oh, so we got some Chief fans here, which is cool. Yeah, I think they're going to do well against Cincinnati. Thank goodness. Or Pete says go Bengals. Ooh.
So what's the matchup? Bengals, Chiefs, 49ers.
49ers and who the heck is it? It's not the Giants, is it? It's Cullen's here.
Go Browns.
Yes, thank you. They couldn't help themselves out of bed the other day.
EPO's gameplay suppository.
Faux shizzle.
Eagles, that's right, Savitor.
Yeah, Eagles. That's what it was. That's right. I knew it was East Coast. Yeah.
I didn't have a Bengals 49ers rematch. Haven't they played twice already in the Super Bowl? I know they did once back in the 80s.
Maybe. I don't know.
I thought they played not that long ago, like maybe 15 years ago. Poor Bengals. They still haven't won. They need to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We don't even have a team, and at least we do have one Super Bowl victory.
So you're saying 49ers and Bengals?
I know they played in the 80s. I thought they had a rematch not long ago.
And 23, 49ers won.
Wait, it's 23 now.
Oh, what?
Oh, Super Bowl 23?
Yeah, Super Bowl 23. Yeah.
I know the Bengals have never won.
Yeah. And then December of 21. No, that was a game. That's a regular game.
New Dolly Parton duet with Belinda Carlisle and Cyndi Lauper, 80 for Brady, is embarrassing, but had a mini reunion of 9 to 5 in the video. Wait a minute. So there's a song in 80 for Brady that has a
And I guess they lost
music
it
video.
Super Bowl 16. So go ahead. What now?
Oh, I'm just trying to figure this out. So that movie 80 for Brady, I guess there's a song in there that has a music video.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know anything about that.
For Brady is embarrassing, but it had a mini reunion of the 9 to 5 in the video. Huh. You know what was really weird with 9 to 5 is that I went and saw Striper down at the Ready Room here, and they had a duo, a female country duo opening up, which was really. I'm getting ready. You know, I don't know what shirt I was probably wearing a Striper shirt. So here I am ready for a cool, you know, metal show. And they have this, they were great. They were fantastic performers. We enjoyed it. Obviously, I enjoyed it because I'm sitting there going, why are we singing 9 to 5 before we watch Striper? I'm like, this is really weird. How many homebrew games? There you go, Pete. 27 total, digital and physical combined. 27 physical alone in 2023 are slated. Is that what you're talking about? Wow. Wow.
Okay, so apparently 49ers and Bengals have played Super Bowl 16 and 23.
Whoa, what? You already had this up, right?
Yeah.
Brady is re-signing with the Pats. Gronk and Edelman are coming out of retirement.
I think Pete's having a fantasy dream right now.
Yeah.
So this would be weird if the 49ers and Bengals faced each other again.
Yeah, they lost. Did you hear what I was saying earlier? They lost at 16 as well. So
yeah, 16 and 23.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's not like, I mean, the 49ers were a powerhouse, but the Bengals really have never been one.
No.
But they've been to 2 Super Bowls, which is
That's pretty
still
good.
impressive, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to root for, I don't really watch football, but I'd root for the Bengals. I think
those years back one.
I think it'd be cool for that city to have a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah. Brian's Man Cave is an awesome contributor to the Inti homebrew world. Icky Shuffle. Do you remember we were just talking about the Bears and the fridge and their shuffle they had all those years ago?
N64 and Blades of Steel? I can't even think of one game. You think they have more than one?
64 get an.
Let's see here.
I don't think so. Damn, over 24 new games for original and television in 22 and 0 for Amico.
Blades of Steel.
Damn.
Now, wait a minute, Salvatore. When did the 8 boxes come out? Was that 21?
Yeah, I would say yes.
All right, there we go. Blades of Steel 99 for N64. I had no idea it existed. That's the only one I'm seeing, though. Is there another one?
One. Yes, there is a Blades of Steel game on the N64, I believe. I think we have it. Wow. Blades of Steel on PS1, maybe.
Yeah, Born. As long as your city can get one Super Bowl, you can live off that forever.
Yeah, you can say we've been there, did that.
As in the case in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I really had no clue there was a Blades of Steel for Nintendo 64.
No, I didn't either. And
Crazy.
in fact, I wonder. Let's take a look and see. Blades of Steel. Shing. For the N64. See what we got here. Okay, I don't see anything on here yet. Huh, that's weird. I wonder if I have to put this. Let's try that. Yep, there it is. NHL Blades of Steel 99.
I wonder if it's any good. I like to have it just to play it.
Well, you can. It's not too expensive. $15. It's just under $20 if you want one very good.
Lance. I need to start playing some N64 games. I have a HDMI hookup for mine.
Yeah, we should get that. I might have to order a couple of those tonight. Damn you, GoGameGo.
Damn you, GoGameGo. Kurt's favorite team are the Chiefs.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Near mint cartridge only. Yeah, these are all just cartridge only.
All right, we got 29 votes. That's quite a few.
That's very good. Just trying to see if there's a box with this one.
JWD, what do you mean by this comment? I'm from Cincinnati. If the Bengals win, the city will suffer. I wonder what do you mean by that? I'm not sure.
Sounds like wow, somebody's just got cart only for $30.
Yeah, Wave Race is awesome.
Yeah. I even like the newer one. It was different, but I still liked it.
Pete voted 7 times for ice hockey and it's still losing.
Well, yeah.
The city gets trashed whenever we have success, like looting. Really? I didn't expect that from Cincinnati.
It's weird when that happens.
For some reason, I have been to Cincinnati once because we stopped in a what's a chili place?
Oh yeah,
Skyline Chili. We stopped there.
Yeah.
But I always kind of pictured Cincinnati as being very similar to St. Louis. But we don't have riots or looting when the team, like when the Cardinals win or the Blues win.
Why do they do that?
I don't like when the Blues won. Everyone just went downtown for the parade, and there was just people drunk everywhere.
Yeah,
but they were in such a good mood. They don't do anything.
Yeah, including Brett Hull. Well, I'd be okay with just the Switch controller. I haven't gotten the N64.
Pete, I don't know because, like I said, I played it once at someone's house, and it was probably 30 years ago, so I don't remember.
I'm sure
I don't know how crucial it is.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure you will be. Although I do have the 64 controller for the Switch.
But I mean, the Pro controller has all the buttons, so
that's what I would think. Yeah,
I guess it depends. I don't know how much GoldenEye have you played, Pete. If you're not used to it, then it probably won't be a problem.
Yeah. Big Red and the Rams. I need. Oh yeah.
That's why I can't get in the NFL, man. Take both our teams away.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad when people do that. I don't understand it. I'm shocked my city isn't destroyed when the Rough Riders win. We have crazy rabid fans. Well, you know what? That reminds me of like European football. It's like, they have these gangs in Britain, that are. If you watch Welcome to Wrexham, there's also movies out there that are revolved around these gangs, and it's just crazy. It's just beyond the game. It's
just people who want to trash the city for some reason. I don't get it.
Yeah. Any excuse. They just kind of
go have fun.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll tell you, wait till the Battlehawks bring home the XFL title to St. Louis. Then you're going to see some craziness.
Jeff's going to throw a garbage can.
That's right.
Well,
DCB,
he'll wheel it out.
quite a day for Atari with that Caverns of Mars. That, I mean, obviously I haven't played it, but just looking at it and knowing what I like, I'm going to say that's going to be a top 3 recharge game for me easily.
What was I was just watching. I was just watching Inventing David Geffen. I watched it twice over the weekend. And they had, when he was working on a deal with Warner, because Warner's who owned Atari, right?
Yeah, they bought it from, I think they bought it from Bushnell.
Okay, because he had a meeting with the guy from Warner, and all of a sudden, bloop, 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 three company logos came up, and Atari was one of them. So watch that. It's a really amazing, the people that David Geffen, with whom he worked. It was just freaking amazing, especially where he started with bands.
BCB, we're doing great, but we're getting ready to sign off.
Yes, we are.
It's late. Oh shoot, what was I just gonna say? I forgot.
I love how everybody says hello.
I had something I wanted to say and I completely forgot about it.
Sorry. Let's see.
We got 33 votes. We'll shut this off in about 2 minutes.
I was yapping about David
Atari.
Geffen and Atari and
What were we saying right
Warner.
before that? I can't remember what we were saying right before that.
Yeah.
Rats, it's gone.
Oh, we started with. It started here.
Wait, what did you vote for? I'm curious.
And Ballistic, what's your favorite James Bond movie? Writers fan. Imagine if Warner kept Atari and Animaniacs became the mascots. Yeah. Writers fans are nuts. I used to travel to Regina to visit Telus, and there was an engineer who only wore his Ryder jersey and never washed it ever. It had beer and mustard stains, sweat stain. Gross.
No, that's a fan right there. That's a fan.
That's no.
A smelly fan, but it's a big fan.
Smelly fan. What are they feeding you?
You vote for ice hockey. The correct answer, by the way.
And they said my favorite James Bond. Oh, From Russia with Love. Very nice. See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking something right in there. And have you played the game? That's what else we were talking about earlier tonight. It would be good to know from you before we go.
You know what, Kurt? They changed the logo. This is the old logo.
That's what I thought.
The new logo is a little bit different. The Battlehawks has a different font. But the biggest change is they changed the helmet. What was so unique about their helmet was, see the logo?
Yeah.
They just literally took the logo, like the point here.
Yeah.
And they put it here on the helmet, and they just rolled it back so the entire logo took up the whole helmet.
Right.
Which I don't think there's another team that's ever done that. And it was so cool. But this year they're changing. I'm like, what? You had the best thing, and now you messed it up.
Yeah, it's freaking. Everybody's got I got a better idea.
Salvatore, big fan of the Amico.
Haven't played the game. Okay, well, yeah. Do yourself a favor though. If you've got the OG Xbox, or you've got what was it on PS2? Check it out. It's a really good game. Really good game. I liked it a lot. I've played it a couple times.
By the way, it's Regina.
The
city that rhymes with fun.
What was he talking about? What did I say?
Regina.
When did I say that?
Let's see here. I used to travel to Regina.
Oh, I see. Okay. It was so fast. I was like, oh my God. Oh, thank you very much.
Dashnet, what are you laughing about?
About Regina.
Uh,
Oh, shoot. Oh, man.
all right, it's 8:30 here. I'm ending this poll. Ice hockey with a great comeback. Insert Beavis and Butthead laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, oh, and that's in there too. Beavis and Butthead. They're on that Inventing David Geffen. So if you haven't seen that movie, that's a really, really good film to watch. If you don't want to watch the nasty weirdo shit about Jimmy Savile.
Go.
And
Blades of Steel was robbed. Rigged election. Scallywag, I have a feeling it was rigged.
Next thing you know, they're going to find classified papers at Jeff's house. I like to imagine that Ottawa Rough Riders had a special meeting when they found out Red Blacks was available. And that was the only reason they would abandon the name. Ice hockey first, and it made the biggest impression on me. But Blades of Steel is great. Yes, that's a good way to put it. I like it. I think that's the way it was for me.
Moose Jaw is right next to Regina, and if I remember right, now with all the Canadians here, aren't the Sutter brothers from Moose Jaw?
Oh,
Brian Sutter played for the Blues and coached the Blues, and he had what do you have? Two other brothers run loose. But I think they're from Moose Jaw, which is a great name.
And he gave us a gone.
They're from Viking, Alberta. I don't think so, Pete. Maybe Brian Sutter moved to Moose Jaw.
Maybe that's Viking. Is that Viking?
Someone from the Blues is from Moose Jaw. Put it that way. Because I remember that name. That's all I remember it for.
Oh, man.
He's from Moose Jaw. Do you know Brian Sutter?
Did he ever come by for tea?
Yeah. And to punch in the face. Because he liked to fight.
Because he didn't like tea.
Right before we go, there was an old story when Brian Sutter was the coach of the Blues. He wasn't the greatest coach. He was kind of a maniac. But the story was there was someone on the team. He didn't say, we never heard who the player was, but they were having a problem. So we invited him into his office. And they said Sutter got up, switched the lights off so it was completely dark, and said, "You want to go?" He was going to fight the guy in the dark. Oh, man.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Well, there you go. That's my hockey story for the night.
And there you have it. There you
All right,
have
thanks
it.
for watching. Man, we had a lot of people in it. It was great.
We did. It was fantastic.
We had over 20 in at one time.
Seemed like there was one other thing I was going to say, and I can't think of it.
I can't think of the thing I was going to say.
Oddly enough, today I was just checking out a band called Resurrection Kings. If you love good, solid hard rock, just check out Resurrection Kings. The lead vocalist is a gentleman that I got to know. I met him a couple of times, and he used to be in Tango Down. He's done some vocals with them, other bands as well. West is his last name. But the gentleman who was writing a lot of the material for Resurrection Kings is one of the main guys who works with that rock and roll fantasy camp. So I just read about this gentleman today. His name is Tony. And then here he is in that movie. I was like, well, I just read about this guy. It's so crazy. So, yeah. So that's it.
Oh, real quick, favorites Bond movie. I really can't pick BC, but I'm not really sure. I mean, none stand out to me as like, oh, this is my all-time favorite. I mean, I like a lot of them. Hockey game, man, it's either probably NHL '94, but ice hockey's right up there.
I think Goldfinger is one of my favorites. Dr. No was really good right off the bat, and of course, I liked Her Majesty's Secret Service. on Her Majesty's Secret Service. I like that with Lazenby. So I have the whole 50. What is it? Is it the 50th anniversary box set on Blu-ray? And it was a big box set with a big book that slides out of a box. I'll show it on the show next week. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. All right.
Oh, there you go. JW's liking that. He seconds that. Resurrection Kings. So yeah, check out Resurrection Kings. It's really, really, really good. If you got Spotify, you can listen to it there and stuff. So check it out.
That's right. We had three Sutter brothers at one point.
Sutter brothers. Like a Nutter Butter? You like Nutter Butters, don't you?
I love them.
Ah.
They're so dry. They're so dry that you have to drink milk of them.
You have to, and it's so good. Hey, what did you think? I got to ask. I'm sorry, just for Pete, I got to ask this. What did you think of that big ass Reese's cup?
I liked it, but not as much as a regular Reese's cup.
Right, because it was like hard chocolate on the outside.
I should have
really weird.
I should have warmed it up like this with my hand first. So
dude, yeah.
That's what I do for regular Reese's cups. I'll kind of like do this a little bit just so it softens just a little bit.
Shut your mouth. On the package while it's in the package?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's right. Two Smother Brothers.
Do you used to do that? Do you do that with the trees as well and everything?
Yeah. All Reese's products. Except for that one, I forgot. I don't know why.
The trees and the eggs. I mean, trees and eggs. Reese's trees and eggs, those kick ass. Some of the best things I've ever done with that. So
I haven't had a Nutter Butter in a long time.
Oh, with coffee. Oh, sweet call. That is very, very good call. Jeff and I are going to have Nutter Butters on the show next week. I'll drop some off.
Pete ate half of that Reese's pizza, and now he has to take a pill twice a day. I like that he doesn't explain what the pill's for. Just, I have to take a pill twice a day.
I don't know what the pill's for.
I was told I have to take it.
But it's in conjunction with half of a Reese's pie. Oh, my God.
You're right. We should have changed the name as The Mystery of the Nutter Butter and Reese's Regina.
So has anybody else tried one of those huge Reese's cups? I mean, it's huge. Did I say that? The thing is huge. And it comes in a plastic cup. It's not a wrapper on the inside.
Yes, it's a hard shell cup, right?
It's a hard shell cup.
I couldn't take any chances of that thing.
No, sir. No chances whatsoever. I did eat all the peanut butter, though. I kind of took the top off, and I ate the peanut butter and the bottom because the bottom was thinner. Next week, we're going to do a poll, or I want to know what everybody's favorite donut is next week. So think about that.
All right.
Reese's Pizza. And we missed JD. JD, we missed you tonight. He's having band practice. So.
JD was the originator of Reese's Pizza. If I remember right.
Thank you, Lance, for bringing that up. So I was glad to. My sister got me a big Reese's cup years ago. Whoops. But it was only the size of one hand. I didn't get the huge one, but I did eat it all. Yeah, it's oof, mama. Yeah, I was probably on the verge of needing a pill twice a day.
I almost needed a pill.
It's Viagra. That's hilarious.
All right, there you go, Lance. You're right. A little bonus time for you, an extra 10 minutes. All right, we'll take it off the next show.
I needed 2 Viagra after I ate half of a Reese's Pizza. Oh, honey, hold on.
He's all fired up.
What's the matter, honey? Oh, God, I just ate half a Reese's.
Yes, those are 2 of the best candies ever. What's the coffee boy? Go search GoGameGo, and I think it's Candy Wars.
Yeah.
Or you could just do candy probably.
Yeah.
And watch that show.
Absolutely.
These rank very high.
We're going to just dedicate this last 10 minutes to BCB right there.
Go game, get out of here.
Get out of here.
All right. We are getting out of here.
I thought he was going to at least give us a get the hell out of here.
That's right. All right. We'll see you guys.
Thanks.
Bye.